Hi, and welcome to another episode of Fly or Die. I'm Jordan Crook.
I'm John Biggs' replacement brain heater from Engadget.
Woo! And this is the Samsung Galaxy S4 Active. Brian.
Yeah, Jordan.
Tell me the things about this phone. It's a Galaxy S4.
Tell you the things. I'll tell you all the things about this phone. This exists because Samsung needs about 800 different smartphones on the market at any one time. This is basically, it's basically the Galaxy S4, except it's for active people.
Oh, what does that mean,
you could
though?
throw it off a roof. Well, you probably shouldn't throw it off a roof, but it's slightly more.
Exactly. Could you throw it off a roof?
You can't
That's the
throw it
question.
off a roof, but it might have a chance off this table.
But the Galaxy S4 is a pretty sturdy device. I mean, it's still plastic.
It's waterproof.
That one is? As in, like, I could
We
go in the bath
went
with it?
swimming with this thing, which actually, I mean, to me, the reason why that is the killer app for this phone is because I've known plenty of people who've dropped phones in the toilet.
Yeah, the toilet is
So
the killer.
I mean, honestly, I think there's two things. That's,
Even with this headphone jack exposed and everything, you can just drop it in the water. It's no big deal.
Just drop it. I don't know about that specifically, but most of the ports are covered.
Okay.
There might be a thing you might want to stick in there before you go shoving this in a
Before you drop
body
it
of
in
water.
the toilet accidentally?
But yeah, I think there are two things that all smartphones should have. It's 2013. Number one, waterproof, or at least water resistant. You shouldn't have to break out the bag of rice once a week on these things. And number two, battery life.
Okay.
Which this does not have. That is one of the things that this device actually sacrifices. So the battery life is not great on this guy. You're going to sacrifice screen resolution a little bit, but otherwise it's more or less the same device. It's a little chunkier. It's a little more rugged.
There's no like new features, no soft, other than like the waterproofishness?
Mostly the dropping it into things. It's the Galaxy S4 Active.
Oh, okay. So why? I'm not a fan of this like blue. I don't understand. White and black are generally like universal smartphone colors that people love, and the Galaxy S4 had those. And then like, they're like, whoa, we have to go bright blue.
I don't know.
Is that
it's
like
not bad. It's got
loud.
kind of
I can barely
hexagonal.
hear you over it. That's
I
what I'm
mean,
trying to tell you.
your hand's going to be on it. It's going to be in a case, let's be honest. Oh, wait, you don't need a case
It's a
because it's a Galaxy
Galaxy
S4 Active.
Okay, so fly or die, Brian.
Sure, I like this. I think that more phones should be rugged. I think that Samsung's managed to make, I know that you're not a fan of the blue, but a reasonably good-looking phone. I mean, this doesn't look like the Jizz 1.
No, it's fine.
It doesn't look like a tank. So, sure, this should be out there.
The Jizz 1.
Fly away, Sal,
Pretty sure
Galaxy
they wanted to call
S4.
it GZ, right?
I think it's actually the Jizz 1.
The Jizz? How do people do this? How do they do this?
It's liquid proof.
Okay, so for me, I'm proud of Samsung for turning a rugged device and taking that from their flagship. Right? I think that's a smart idea.
Not
You hear
sacrificing
Galaxy
too
S4.
many specs, right?
Exactly. You hear Galaxy S4 and then you're like, oh, waterproof, cool, I'll do it. So I'm gonna give them a fly based on that. I'm not like super enthused with the design language and all these clunky like screws. I understand that's what's necessary in order to get the whole ruggedized.
I don't actually know how
happening.
much that's necessary and how much of that is just
could
like,
just
hey,
be,
look
like,
at how rugged
loudness.
this thing is. It's got some screws on it.
We got bolts in this thing.
It's like Frankenstein.
I'll give it a fly, but I'm not feeling great about it. So thank you for watching.